Okay, so let's look at some charting. You know, playing is fun. You just start from one note. Now we're on one note. We can start from one note. We can start from a two. So as long as you know what you want to identify that note as two. So let's say in the key of C, the two would be the D note, would be down here, right? So here's the C chord. Okay, so the D string, open string, would be the D note. But that's not really a good one to look at because we can't go lower than that on a normal guitar tuning. So let's see if we can get an octave there. So we can go to that higher D note, which is just, oh, that's C, okay. D, interesting. Alright, oh, that was an A note, sorry. That wasn't a D, that was an A. my bad there. So let's start on this D note up here, because I know this is D. The coloring on this guitar isn't as good as the new colors I have on the other guitar, which has every note colored differently. And then white wouldn't be all of the ivories. It would be like, just F. It's easier for me to identify notes. So starting on a 2 here. So somebody's playing something maybe, or the band is kind of playing something. Where would we be? That's up in the G box there. So let's look at something in the G box here. We got 6, 7 root, okay, and then we have 2, 3, 4. Well, we could start that 2 right there. So actually, that's a D shape right there. According to this diagram, 2 would be like a D shape. You could think of it as the second note, in your scale. And you're going to start on the D shape there. Because let's face it, if you start a D shape pentatonic here, you're going to end up with a D shaped root if you start a D on the second. So we've got our D shape here, but we run out of strings. And it becomes an E shape there. But for now, we're on a D shape. We're going to stay with this diagram now. Okay, so we're on the 2 there. So in caged, okay, when we go to the left, down the fretboard, we're going to go up a pentatonic scale. So that is the cage circle counterclockwise. So D goes to E there. So this is the D shape, and the E shape's going to be 2 root 7. So right there we have that's where we're at with this. So if somebody's playing that D minor thing, or by the way, you can drop it down a whole step if it goes down a whole step. So the second minor definitely goes down a whole step, kind of thing. Because Dorian has a nice dominant 7th to it. So you can, okay, but if you were playing C, if you go down a whole step, you're going into the key of F. So from a C, let's say here, you know, then you're in the key F. So you wouldn't want to do that. It sounds good, but you're not in the same key. So in Dorian, we can do that. And then from here, you can do whatever, you know, the same thing. We can go up in a fifth. So a fifth from E is the augmented fifth to C. Warp it up. Now let's see, what box would we play if we're in the E box right here, because remember we determined that. So in the E box over here, I mean, this would be easy because you just think about it. E shape, now we want to go to the D minor, so one up from the E shape would be G minor shape. So now we're talking about like, so that now we're up here again, we can do our two shapes from there. Now a G minor shape, I believe, is up here like that, because we have those three. It's in the E box. It's in the E box. Here it is, 4 6 4 6 2. Okay. Actually, that isn't our D minor. Our D minor is 2 4 6 2 4 6 2. Oh, that is our D minor. That should be second inversion, but I don't know why it's saying 6, because we're supposed to be on a 2 here. So it's 2 4 6 2 4 6 2. I think it's first inversion or something like that. Here's our 2. That's second inversion. It's second inversion. I thought it sounded like a 6 minor, but it wasn't. Yeah, that's our D minor second inversion up there. You hit a really cool chord and you have to say some uncool stuff about it, right? But so that's, and it all started from just one note, the D. So this is where we start, and remember the cage circle. So you have to associate somewhere in your mind, internalize, if you're going to learn the string shapes, and you know where they come from. The string shapes are the bottom string of each of the cage shapes, and the top string, because they're the same. And as you know, the fifth of C is G, the fifth of G is D, the fifth of D is A, the fifth of A is E, and the fifth of E is B, but we take it to a C and we get the same thing. Now that happens anywhere. So fifth of E down here is C, we take it to the C. Fifth of E is B, we take it to the C, and then to the G. Fifth of G is D, fifth of D is A. So it just works out. The top and the bottom strings are the same. So the string shape circles are the bottom strings of the cage shapes. Here's the G banner. Okay, so here's your G string shape, 6 7 root. Whereas this is the A banner. Here's your A string shape, 5 6, that kind of thing. Hey, it's been great. Well, I'm gonna call it an early 50-minute lesson. Hopefully 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so it's just going to be 50 minutes. I hope you learned something. It's been a kind of like a fun lesson, and I'm glad I could show you this new circle here that we have. Makes things so easy because it's got the cage functionality as you go around, and you just go with the letters. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time, and Have a great day.